Hey y'all, welcome back to Cabin Creek Homestead. Yes, it is a humid day, as you can tell. Today's video is in glad partnership with Lil Cluckers. Look what they just sent us in the mail. These are some really cool nesting pads. These are washable and reusable, and they are also adjustable to the size of your nesting boxes. So I get to put these in today. I stopped using pine shavings well over a year ago. We've tried hemp, we've tried a couple of other bedding options. In our main coop right here, we have a lot of sand, but I don't love sand in the nesting boxes because when it's time to clean it out, I find sand very hard to move to sift with our sifting shovel. So those nesting boxes have been empty. And actually, when Lil Cluckers sent me this, they didn't even know that. And so we have had a few little hairline cracks from the eggs falling and hitting the hard wooden base right there. It is better for them to have a base. Some chickens like stand when they lay an egg, and some will like squat. They're like all the way down. I guess it's just like women. We all have different birthing positions. And so anyhow, it's better to have a little bit of cushion so that we are not dealing with those hairline cracks. We are a micro hatchery. We are hatching little chickies almost year round. And if an egg has any kind of crack or any defect in its shell, I cannot hatch it because that's an entry point for bacteria to come in, and then it will explode during the incubation process, which is not good. And so I am trying very hard. This is my project pen of rainbow eggers in here. I'll get more into that later, but for now, let's get a closer look. I'm gonna open up this bad boy and get them cut to size. I've just found a few eggs in our nesting boxes. Here I've got some from our olive eggers, a slightly green one and a slightly more bluish one. They're so pretty. And then we've got just this beautiful brown one right here. There's no nesting material in here at all. I don't like using pine shavings anymore, even though they are a very soft bedding, but they tend to harbor things like lice and mites. And when you're treating your birds, which inevitably, it's not a sign that you're a bad chicken keeper if your birds get infested. Hey darling, are you coming to see me? Hi, please don't peck your own eggs. We just got out of that habit. It's not a bad sign that you're doing something wrong. It's inevitable when we have animals and they are living outside and they have access to nature. Those little bloodsuckers are gonna find the best host for them, and sometimes it is chickens. And so you're not doing anything wrong, but you do need to treat it. And when you treat your chickens, it's a good idea to treat the whole coop as well. And anytime that we have had to deal with lice, I think that they are harbored inside of those pine shavings. And I also find that if I have a chicken that is sick, yes, you can hear me, those. Thank you, baby. My daughter's in the coop with me today. If you have a chicken that is sick and is having some diarrhea or something else going on, then obviously that bedding is just a breeding ground for more issues like coccidiosis. And so I'd rather have something that is a lot easier to clean, I guess is the main point of what I'm trying to say. And so when they sent me this just for free, isn't that just the sweetest? Oh, it's upside down. I just got so excited. I did not even know that this thing was a possibility. We've seen those. They look really cute, and they're very like country girl aesthetic. They look like hay, but it's in a little square, and I've tried those before. I find them very difficult to clean. So anyway, let's see if these would fit without me cutting them. You ready? Very cute. There are special instructions here on the back and a QR code linking to a video. I love how thoughtful that is. I totally brought scissors out here with me just in case they don't fit. But I guess that this is like a standard size box. I could probably cut off a ½ inch, but I don't feel the need to do so. Do you want a close up? We have 4 nesting boxes. There is just a little piece of wood here from the construction that's preventing me, this doesn't come out, from laying that flat, but I don't find that problematic at all. Now, we do have an additional 4 boxes over here. I'm probably just going to order 4 more of these. These came 4 to a pack, because even though chickens generally will nest in the same box, if you're a chicken owner, you know what I'm talking about. They love to just like, I don't know, they pile on top of each other and they don't need this much space, but this is how this coop was built when we moved to this property. So just in case they find a liking to one of these other nesting boxes, I would love to have washable pads in all of them. But another thing that we can do is sometimes I'll actually keep these eggs in here or use a golf ball, and they will naturally kind of gravitate toward where eggs are already being laid. We often will find eggs on the ground over here. In fact, I know what you're doing, Miss Silky over there on the ground. She's That's her favorite spot to lay her eggs. But if I leave eggs up here, they generally want to lay eggs where eggs already are. So there's the nesting pads back there. I can't wait to watch them over the next couple of days and see how the chickens respond to them. If they are gonna stay laying eggs over here where the nesting pads are, or if they're gonna prefer these. Was that rooster behavior? Did you see that white chicken? I thought it was a hen. That was definitely excuse me, sir, that's my girl. Did you see that? No. Please be a girl. Giving me an existential crisis over here. I really wanted her to be a girl. So over the next several days, I'm very curious to see how the chickens respond to the nesting pads. I am so glad that they're in there because we have these olive eggers in here that have just started laying, and I am now at the point where I'm gathering the eggs and I'm holding them. We are going to begin incubating because we are ready for a second generation of olive eggers that have been back crossed to another copper Marans, resulting in a very dark green egg. So excited about it. But every time I bring in an egg that has a little hairline crack, it feels like a loss, and the incubation process is being pushed off more and more until I have enough eggs to fill my incubator. And so I'm very excited for this addition. It really helps us. On this farm, we do a lot of, we are a nonprofit, we're an animal rescue, and we do a lot in the community. We have farm camp and we have field trips out here, and we also do supplemental therapy for kids that are in transition or adults that just need to come and get away from the grind of it all for a couple hours and groom some horses and whatnot. But the chickens are not our rescue animals in this pen. They are here to help us make money for the farm. I need some of the animals to pay for themselves. And so the chickens that are in this coop, however, they are here because they are helping the farm to pay for itself. In our breeding program, there are some people out there that really want a specific color bird, or they want a specific color egg, and we're out here creating that in this breeding program out here. So this is one of the for-profit avenues that helps to pay for all of the nonprofit activities that we have here on our farm. So Lil Cluckers, this actually is such a blessing to us, and thank you so much for sending it. Now, let me show you a few of the birds up close. Almost all of the birds that we have in here are a cross between a blue egg layer and a brown egg layer, and that's what's giving us those greenish colors. But we have the exception. We have a little silky girl over here. That is her favorite spot. Excuse me, chicks, there she is. The little white one. Oh, gracious. Hey, baby. There's our Silky coming on through. That I really hope is a hen. Can't tell the difference at this point. Such a cutie pie. Oh my gosh. We're definitely going to be adding a lot more Silkies to our breeding program because they are so small and they're one of the most friendly breeds you can find. I know a few people that actually keep them as house pets because they are just so docile, so friendly. They're cuddly. They're very curious. And then we have a gray one over there. That's where she likes to sit right before she lays her eggs. She's just kind of chilling. And then, oh, isn't she just beautiful? Just beautiful. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much, Lil Cluckers, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.